And go to bed, Trey. I'm getting tired too, but at the same time, I can't really sleep. It's just not working. So I decided I would start looking through my coins and my pennies. I got penny rolls to go through. Figure there might be a few people who are... Yes, 12-12 here too. There might be a few people who are still up. And so, you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to look at this through this screen, and this isn't working. What are you doing your show on tomorrow? I don't remember off the top of my head, and I'm sorry. What's the top? Collecting versus... Oh, yeah, that's right. Cool. That's a good topic. Oh, nice, David. That's awesome. Thank you. You know, I got 2 dislikes on my live stream. That makes... I've had 3 total dislikes on any of my videos since I started YouTubing. Like, oh, I got 2 dislikes. I must be doing something right. Works for me. I'm alright with that. It's pretty funny. I just opened another roll. I still have 5, 20. I still have 23 rolls to go through out of this box. Yeah, probably, dude. Wouldn't surprise me none. Not at all. So did you guys all enjoy all the classes and stuff? I thought everybody did a pretty good job. Hi, Lincoln. I am just going through some pennies. I still have 23 rolls in this box I picked up yesterday. So I've been trying to get through them. This is like a super tiny D. Look how little that D is. It's probably just me, but it looks really super tiny. Hey, I just figure, you know what, Trey, if you get dislikes, you're doing something right. So, you just finished the box pennies. I got 20, what did I say? 23 more rolls to go. But I have found some crazy cool stuff. Small D is normal. I figured it just looks a little smaller than most 70s I find. Let's see if I can find that one again. I thought I set it aside, but maybe I didn't. So far though, I have gotten that 34 Wheatie. He's a little chewed up. Thank you, Lemon. I appreciate that. I try to be cool. I want to be part of the cool kids. Part of the cool crowd. I figure if more people like see me on my live streams, they might understand my sense of humor, because I think sometimes I scare people off a little bit. Hi, all right, I'll be here. Yeah, that is definitely a Woody. Oh, sorry, I gotta move my wastebasket for my rolls. So I got a plain 34. I got this green lovely 41D, which I don't think that's verdigris, so I might be able to get that off. I'm not scary. No, I'm really not. My sense of humor can be scary, but I'm not. I'm pretty mild. Now, if you'd have met me 20 years ago, I was probably a little scary. And not because I was like an emo goth kid or anything like that. I was just a crazy 20-year-old. JC. Hi, JC. I just seen you. Congratulations on your win, too. You suck. Bad. It's like not even cool. Joking. Unfortunately, that one has seen some crap. I got another 41. 41s are popular in this box. He's looking a little Terminator-ish. Maybe the Matrix. I think he might have been in the Matrix for a little too long. Oh, the Ike, you mean? I don't know if you're talking to me or Lemon. And I have 40. And a 57D. So, not too bad so far, and I still have 23 rolls to go, and I've gotten 7 wheats out of this box. I'll take it. I've gotten some really nice shinies, too. Some beautiful shinies. There's a 60. It's got a few carbon spots on it, but it is what it is. Some fingerprinty. But it is very, very shiny. Like that one. Here's a very, very shiny 68D. Hello, SJ, and I don't know who she was calling sweetie, but if it was me, hi. How you doing? If anybody is going or planning on live streaming, let me know. I will jump off here. I just jumped on because I figured there's more than just me still up, so just been going through penny rolls. And a 72D. And this one, I don't know, maybe don't watch the scope for a second. See if we can't move that over here. It looks like it may be die clashed. See that around there? Where's my PV pointer? That's what we're calling them from now on. You see this line right there? And right through there. And this sucker is shiny too. And that, I believe, is a hair. Probably of the dog variety. Ridge rim, is that this part right here, I'm assuming. Oh, I turned Nightbot off. Why is it still on? That is going to tick me off something fierce. Because I don't want people getting in trouble for anything. So give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to go onto this website and see if I can't figure this dumb thing out. Do-do-do. Oh, I have to log in. Yay. Log in with YouTube. Now, how do I shut this thing off? Alright, who else has Nightbot? I just seen it pop up, but it's not a moderator. See that? Look up a few. I'm on live chat, Lincoln. Go up about 6 comments. And I don't know why. I just disable everything. Screw it. I don't know why it's doing that. So I do apologize. Emoji it up, David. It does not bother me at all. I'm an emoji user anyway, so. Kingston 1816. Hello. Nice to meet you. Don't think I've met you before. Okay. Yeah, it popped up. It didn't have a wrench. But it did pop up. So I'm just going through and disabling everything. Figured screw it. If it part channel. Oh, now it's leaving my channel. I got it. We're good. All is well with the world. Book working out for me. Which book? The Charlton book? Yay, no bot. And you have to pardon the glare, guys, but I have to have my glasses, and this is the way my lights are, so. I am almost. I'm not quite as nasally and sinusy, but I'm still. Plus, we just got a ton of snow, so my nose is still runny and crappy. Um, it's actually awesome, CJ. I really, really like it. There is a ton, ton of information in there, and I still want to get. There's a few other books that I want to get. And the Haxby, the Canadian Coins and Currency book, you know, that's like the Canadian Red Book. Hi, CFA. Um, so yeah, I would recommend it 100%. It has been a very, very good book. And then if there's any other Canadian types that you're interested in collecting, I would Google and find out which volume, which years of the Charlton has uh, that particular coin in it, because it goes in depth into that specific one. It has everything else up to that date, so it has all the modern stuff, but it also really goes in depth in that particular coinage. So I like it. It's a very, very good book. I wish some of the, well, I'm sure there probably are, and I just don't know, but I do wish some that I knew, or if there aren't, there was, uh, some USA coin books like that. So I'm just going through some penny rolls, guys, and I was showing off this very fancy schmancy awesome 72 that looks like it has a die clash. And there. And honestly, I will be 100% honest, I did not check the reverse. And I'm going to tell you right now that this absolutely has a die clash, because there is the top of Abe's head. Boom. It does have an FG, but it is in fantabulous condition for being in a penny roll. Hi, Mike Wolf. Jamie, how are you doing? Jamie, did you get your package yet? Just out of curiosity. It was supposed to be there, I think, Thursday, but I know with weather and the fires and stuff like that and everything heading west, it may take a little longer. Okay, good deal. I just wanted to make sure. So, glad it got to you. I hope you like it. My little foamy pad is getting dirty. So, I found a 68, and I don't know where I put it, but I have not found anything like this before. I did try to look it up. I could not find it. No, it was a plain 68. And I was hoping somebody might be able to shed some light on it, if I can find it. But if not, then I'm not going to worry too much about it. I had to take most of the coins that I was looking at off of my desk for my show. So, heavy polishing in the bays. Alright, I'll look at it here in just 1 second. Seeing if I can snag this one if it was somewhere off the top, on the top. 69. Crap, now I'm going to have to go through all these again. Boo. Alright. Scrap that idea for now. Oh well. Poop happens. I mean, you can see some polishing. You can see it underneath the memorial. But it's not... that doesn't look super heavy to me. Indirect design transfer. Alright, now you are speaking things I do not know about. So please explain. That is something I have not heard. Maybe just because it was stamped too hard? See, now that has some bigger polish marks. For sure. Right around his face. Stamped too hard? Okay. Could be. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know better than me. Either way, it's super duper shiny. And I like it. So, we will be alright with that. Ew, anybody have gas? I got a gas bubble for you. One of these days, I just want to do this, and I hope it just goes psh. It'll be so funny. That 84. So, what did everybody think of all the classes? Oh, I hate feeling gassy. It's like the worst feeling in the world. Conversations at 12:30 in the morning. Bars on the back link. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yep. Thank you, CJ. Now, that's something I have to remember is design transfer, because you see that a lot on, well, on a lot of coins, but I notice it particularly with half cents. What? $1.29? Where are you? You're like in Australia or something crazy, aren't you? Because we're over here paying like $3 a gallon. Crap coin. At Taco Bell. Fair enough. Touche. Although I'll tell you what, they have their steak. I don't know what it is about the steak or what it's marinated in. It could be marinated in crack. I'm not sure, but it is freaking amazing. I love their steak, so I always get their steak bowls. They're very good. They're 80. Ooh, that's not a happy coin. Not at all. 82D, small date. Boom. Right. Just sprinkle some crack on it. Ah, I miss Dave Chappelle. I miss the Chappelle show. That show was great. 82. That is definitely a Zinkin. US 71S. Well, hi, JC. We missed you. It's been forever. How are you doing? How are the kids? Wife? Everybody all right? It's probably not. It's probably like marinated cat or something, but I don't know. It's good. I like it. Don't tell my cat that. Sonics? Oh my god. You had to say Sonics? You are a horrible, horrible person, Mike. Oh, I miss Sonics. We don't have Sonics up here. Nowhere close to here. Just like, yeah. We used to go to Sonics all the time when I lived in Texas. Oh. People, like, go out of their way just to buy ice from Sonic. No, it did not, Chad. Unfortunately, I was really rooting for it, but it was not one of those ones. And I probably still would not be in this chair, and I would have probably blown anybody who's wearing headphones eardrums out, so it might be a good thing. Because it is one I always check for. You only have one, what, 82D small date copper? Right. That would be bad, bad, bad. Here's a 94. Let's see, how do our columns look? That one's pretty good. That one's alright. Yeah, I only got 1, 2 in my dreams. What on earth happened to him? He had a really bad day. Let's see if they can't have it. Well, that's rude because caring or sharing is caring. Anybody who wants snow, you let me know and I'll send it your way. I am all about giving. The 99. Not the right one. This roll has got a lot. This coin is going to end up being my white whale. Actually, it pretty much is my white whale, and it is probably the most frustrating coin ever. I just can't seem to find one ever. Or the 84 double die, the ear. It just will not happen. I keep trying to will it to happen, like, yeah, this one's going to be it. Never works. $2. That's a good deal. 200% markup right there. How can you go wrong? Eight. Well, this roll is just not giving me doodly squat. There's another Woody. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Hi, Ozarks. How are you doing? That's a good Woody. 83. What do we got? I don't think the D's had the double dies. I think it was the plain ones. Well, that looks a little promising. Oh, well, I was just told I was cool. I didn't know that. I was always trying to figure out where the cool kids were at. It's kind of funny, though, you think about it. When you get older, and you think back to high school, and like how you may or may have wanted to be in with the in crowd or whatever. And then you look back now and you're like, okay, I'm so glad I was not part of that crowd. Oh, the third member. Awesome. Ooh, look at what I found, guys. Boom. We got a Canuck. Nice. Wrong way. Sweet. $83. That is not 3.1. 91, 98. Bugger. Oh, well. Well, what do you guys think you would do if you ever did find that $1 million coin? Like, what do you think your reaction would be? Or would you not believe it? Would you think your eyes were messing with you? Oh, rolling pennies. Buy another million coins. That's a good answer. I like that one. When I was 18, I worked at a party store down in Lower Michigan, just outside of Jackson. And I don't know who this random person was. I never did get to meet this person, but every day, whoever opened had to go in, and when you turn your lottery machines on, after they're turned on up and running, we would have to run off like $100 to $500 worth of lottery tickets, Powerballs, and I don't even know if they had Powerball back then yet, but you know, the Michigan lottery and stuff like that. It's just crazy. And yeah, I was like, where did all this money come from? Well, it turns out guy or gal had won the lottery at one point. And so every day they would buy lottery tickets, and I'm like, wow, that's just that to me that's just insane. SJ, that's I understand, honey. Totally. Nope. 99. Why does it keep going blurry? 73. A Lambo. Well, you're down in the Boot Hill, aren't you? Or is that Ozarks is down in the Boot Hill? Or what's that called? It's been a while since I lived in Missouri. I lived up in the northeast corner. I was 45 minutes from Hannibal. Yeah, I haven't found any whams or cams, and trust me, I look at every single one of them. I don't care if it's in the coin jar. People look at me like I'm crazy, or the little coin thing when you go to the store. And I know one person, but a few people look at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, just looking through your change. If there's any ones in here I want, I'll exchange them out for what's in my pocket. I usually throw something bigger in there. I don't have any. I've never found a wham or a cam. You're in California? Holy crap. Well, that's not too far from where I lived. I don't believe I lived in Clarence, which is right outside of Macon, between Macon and Sedalia. No, CJ, I do not. I have never found one, which is surprising because for as much coinage, I mean, I don't go through a ton of coin. Like, I'm not like, ooh, look at that die. No, is that a die crack or a scratch? I think it's a scratch. Oh, yeah, that goes right over it. CJ, no. Sorry. I want to find one. That's my big thing. Plus, it is Christmas season, so the coins that I will be getting or the boxes, I should say, will be getting significantly better. I still can't believe I got four silver half dollars the other day. my bank lady came through for me. And I know she knows what they are, so I was really surprised. I guess she just doesn't collect or keep them or anything like that. Yeah, that's where my husband's from there, Mike. And we lived there for 2 years, but it's a town of like 800 people maybe. I mean, I like living small town. I'm not big on cities, but yeah, that was a little too much for me. I don't think I lived there but 2 weeks. My husband left to go over the road because he's a truck driver. Me and my kid went for a walk to the grocery store, and before I even left the grocery store, my husband called me saying, so what you buying at the grocery store? Because the people in town. It's like, oh my God. Oh, no, 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 no. We can't have that. I don't like that. I'm okay with my neighbors keeping an eye out and stuff, but I don't like that kind of small town. Everybody's up in your business, and that's just annoying. It's not. Nah. So he said, we need to move to Texas, and I said, okay, let's go. Yeah, everybody's going to be cashing in the stashes for sure, Lincoln. And that, like I said on my live stream, I've just I just got that one roll of nickels. I had watched Quinn's Coin, and I was like, oh, we'll see if there's anything in there. And there was the one buffalo, and hook, line, and sinker. And then I started shopping around all the banks here in my town, and the one bank now that I go to had all those Ikes, and I'm like, okay, cool. And so that was kind of it. Hey, Dragon, how are you doing? That's just the one side. Nothing in that roll. So what is everybody asking Santa for Christmas this year? Anything good? Fun? Or is it all just coins? Ooh, that had to be a bit of a culture shock, JC. I mean, did you grow up in DC? Is Amanda here? Oh, hey, there you are. Hi. Sorry, I didn't see your name. Coin Dragon's blue. It was a bit too much. Calm the blue, Dragon. Simmer your blue down. Ooh, well, good luck, Mike. Good luck. I hope she's okay. $83. Oh, well, I can understand that, JC. Absolutely understand that. I was born in Pontiac, which is right outside of Detroit. And my mom moved me up here when I was a year and a half or something. And so I grew up here, which is basically cities. I mean, they're not huge by any stretch of the imagination, but, we have everything, and we have all the same problems. And we just don't have, the murders and the drive-bys and stupid stuff like that, but, we got our own set of problems and stuff. But going from here to like Ann Arbor or Madison or Tyler, Texas, or Ypsilanti right outside of Detroit, it's like, give me some space. I need some space, you know. Even though I grew up right in downtown Marquette for the majority of my childhood years, you were never very far from being out in the woods. And when you're out in the woods, you're out in the woods. So that kind of city life is just nope. Every time I moved to a city, it was I gotta go. I moved to a small town outside of it, and I'm okay with that. But I can't do the big cities. I don't like it. I don't like that rush, and everybody wants to do their own thing and screw you and get the hell out of my way. And no, thank you. You can put me on 40 acres in the middle of the woods as long as I'm 15 minutes from town. I'm fine. You know, I'd like to have one neighbor somewhere nearby in case, something happens or whatever. And a nice neighbor. But you don't always get that. Can't choose your neighbors. 98. Why doesn't nature love you? All David has is a phone. What did I miss? Oh, JC, that's awesome about Alan Jackson. I've heard he is a really stand-up guy. I'm not a massive, massive country fan, but I do like some country. And it probably has everything to do with living in Missouri. 16, there's another 95. You know, I found one like this the other day. In the same box. What is that? It reminds me of spider webs. I'm sure it's just something that got on there. But it looks like spider web. It like reminds me of spider webs. Oh, wow, JC. That's crazy. Did your house and everything all right? I'm allergic to bees and moths too, Mike. After I had chemo, I was told that I always needed to carry EpiPens with me, and I did for a little while. And then some stuff. Well, that's good, JC. I mean, not good that other people lost buildings and houses or whatever, but it's good that you didn't get some massive stuff. Hi, V-Coins. How are you? But anyway, so yeah, after chemo, the nurses said, you have to carry an EpiPen with you. You're going to start getting allergies you never had before. And I didn't know what they were talking about or believe them. And I got stung by a yellow jacket. It flew up the side of my shorts. I was sitting on a chair. We were at a friend's house having a grill out. And it wasn't horribly terrible, but my throat started feeling really tight. And I started getting really nauseous and sick. So I was like, well, what the hell? That's weird. And I got really flu-ish feeling. So I went home and laid down and passed out. And that was the end of it. And woke up and I had a huge welt. And it took a few days to go, well, that took a long time to go away. But it took a few days for me to feel right again. And then when I moved to Missouri, actually, I had a mud dauber get in my jammy pants when I was taking the dog out. And I felt something on my leg, and I went like that, and it stung me. And so, of course, I jumped again, and it stung me 2 more times. And that time, I should have went to the hospital, and I didn't. And it was way, way, way worse. And I called the on-call nurse at the ER. She started yelling at me like she was my mother. Like, seriously, I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Because I didn't know. But my throat was almost closed, and I was having a really hard time talking, and yeah, it was stupid. So now I carry an EpiPen everywhere with me, regardless. And I get nervous when I'm metal detecting, for sure, because I have almost, uh, oh, bald-faced hornets are the devil's advocates, man. Them things are, they're just, pardon my language, they're straight up fuckers. That's all they are. They're just dicks. Yellow jackets, they'll pretty much leave you alone unless you disturb them for the most part. But the hornets, I don't know what the hell God was thinking when he put them suckers on Earth. They're up there for me with fire ants. Now I moved to Texas, Missouri, chiggers. I learned what chiggers were. Holy crap. And all I did was walk through the neighbor's grass that hadn't been cut, and I got chiggers all over my ankles. Oh, that was horrendous. And then moved to Texas. Fire ants. And things are the worst, worst, worst. I totally didn't even look at that. Okay. That is not what we want. Good night, SJ. Thank you for coming. That is Woody. I'm not having much fun. Not much fun. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Winter storm warning updated. Expires in 2 hours. What? It was supposed to be over last night. We don't have any warnings. Sorry. Oh, I'm sure you were. Feeling absolutely fabulous after that. Morphine will do that to you. It goes right along with that steak from Taco Bell that they sprinkle crack on. Is Frank here? No. I didn't see what the fuck, Frank. I seen Dragon now. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry. Please pardon me. I can curse like a sailor, and sometimes they just come out, and I don't realize that they come out. So I do apologize. And I do apologize for those of you who don't smoke, but I'm having a cigarette. Alright. What is everybody's white whale coin? I want to know. I know, Dragon. That's why I said I didn't see him, I just saw you. What was gone? CJ. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, it was buried again. I've come to the conclusion that it is absolutely pointless for me to try and organize my stuff because I have not come up with any reasonable manner to do so. So then I end up losing the stuff that I want because I don't remember where I put it. And yeah, so I have some sort of organization, but it's not great. Mike, um, just an FYI, because I was in your boat and it gets a little tense when you want to be out in nature. And trust me, I understand. I haven't gotten that bad, but I was told every time I get stung, it'll get worse. So I don't know off the top of my head the company that makes the EpiPens. But you can probably Google it, the brand EpiPen. And you can go on their website and apply and just fill out a form and you can get free EpiPens. So I would definitely look into that. And I don't know. I mean, I know you guys can get some pretty hectic snowstorms once in a while, but I don't know. You guys have a lot more warm weather than we do. And those suckers, it doesn't matter if it was negative 20 one day and 40 degrees the next day. They're going to come out and wake up. So you need to be careful. 72D. I want to look at the FG on this one, I believe. And it is there. Crappily, but it's there. That's another one I've been looking for. Coin Dragon. I keep trying to find the 95, and I believe there's a 2015 too. Yeah, look into it for sure, because I was going to apply for it. I don't remember why I didn't, but I ended up not doing it. I think my hubby may have ended up getting insurance through his job. And yeah, they have things they can do or give you, a super discounted rate, and it all goes by income. I'm sure they want to know how much the household makes or whatever, and see it, whether you can get it free or they'll discount it or whatever. But anything like that will help. The other thing I've heard, which please don't take my word for because I don't know for sure, but I've heard some people have been able to get farmers to order epinephrine because they can for their livestock, for different reasons. And people have just had that and get the diabetic syringes. I've heard that about a lot of the people who do the what's it called? When you're packing, we're gonna have the zombie apocalypse. I can't think of the name off the top of my head right now. But the people who do that stuff, the preppers, that's what I'm thinking. I have heard of that being done. So this is a close 2000D. It's not a wide. It has some nice doubling going on in the columns there. And it is a nice coin. We'll put that one aside. A bug out bag. There you go. I did. I said I was putting it aside. It was a very, very nice DDR. 2016. Not even close. I have so many double columns. Don't send me any double columns. I got some. I put that one aside. I'll save it. 2009. Philly. For the double columns on the 95? If it's a really nice coin, in really good shape, I'll check the reverse. But yeah, if they're not like super duper slick coins, then I don't always keep the columns because I find so many of them. Oh, I gotcha. Well, yeah, the first column and the last column are like you can find those left and right. If I find them on like second columns, third column, then yeah, those ones I'll keep. But I haven't always checked them. But we'll look. We'll double check. This one does not look to have the extra finger. Although he does look like he has a bit of a die crack on his boot there. We keep those anyway. So here's the 95 again. Oh, this stupid thing. I want a new scope. Really bad. So it's got some on the first. Definitely not much on the second. Bye, David. Have a good night, hon. Yeah. Extra roof ones above the statue, too. Extra roof? Really? I haven't seen that. Definitely not one that I've run across. I like finding the floaters. I know some people are like, eh. But I think they're pretty cool. If they're the double floaters, I'll keep them. Well, I will keep an eye out for that for sure. Another 72. We've had so many of these. Right? It's a lovely floater. My, what a nice floater you have there. Do you come here often? Oh, I wish that wasn't all dinged up. That's, woo, got some bluish toning starting, bluish green. Kind of see it. A little purple over there. Lord of the Rings. Well, it's been a long time since I've seen Lord of the Rings. To be honest, I have not seen those movies in forever. Me and my dad tried to stay up and watch all 3 movies. It did not work. Ooh, a 2018P. This is the only second one that I have found. I haven't even gotten one in pocket change yet. I find the Denvers all the time. Sweet. He's machined. Oh, that N is weird looking though. Cool. He's shiny. I don't even know how many people are left in here. How many people are still here? Just one? Just you, hi-ho? You're just lurking, aren't you? Shows 8. Oh, alright, cool. I know, it's kind of late. Everybody's been on all day. I don't know if you're mostly here. Well, that's alright. Mostly here is better than not here at all. So, I'll take it. Ugh, that's not working. I don't know if that's what the hell that is. You know what? I don't even try those ones, Frank. My brain can only look for so much at one time, I think. As those are just too finite. I've tried before, and it's just not something I'm willing to go nuts about looking for. There's another 72. 72 coming out of my butt. Well, the top of that T certainly looks suspect, don't it? Sticking out there like a sore thumb. Oh, are you still at work? I know you said you had to work this weekend. That's why you couldn't do a show. It is pretty clean. I mean, it's not a bad coin. I'll keep it anyway because it'll go on my shiny pile. Ooh, almost a floater on that side. Not a floater on that side. No, not a floater. And we have FG. It is there. It's a nice looking coin though. Very shiny. Right. You are 100% correct. Two-liter cherry cola Faygo. Lasts about 2 days. Sheesh. I drink Red Bull like it's going out of style. Way more than I should. My kidneys are always mad at me for it. But I just can't seem to function without them stupid things. Right? I know, I was thinking the same thing. Like, I could really go for a warm cup of coffee, but even if I drink decaf. JC, you gotta figure out where the turn off button is. And it's not an easy thing to do sometimes. I'm really bad about keeping myself up. I drink Jaeger bombs too. I'm a Jaeger girl if it comes to liquor. But I don't drink very often. But we used to have when I lived in Madison, I was quite the party girl. And there was me, Kim, Donna, and another girl, Megan. And and Lisa, my bestie. And we would just drink Jaeger. That's all we would drink throughout the night. Just Jaeger on the rocks. And so we came up with we were like Union Local 410 Jaeger drinkers or something. I don't remember what it was, but something ridiculous like that. But I can't drink like that anymore. I am just not a professional anymore. 66s. We'll look at that one again. I have a couple. One I have set aside, I think, somewhere. And this one, that looks machiny to me. Definitely. I like beer, Craig. How are you doing, dude? How are you? I hope everything is well in your neck of the woods. So I don't see too much on this. Well, looks more machiny than anything on the R. My absolute um favorite beer is a beer called Two Women, and it's by New Glarus Brewery out of New Glarus, Wisconsin. And they make some absolutely fantabulous brouhahas. Labatt's Ice. Ew. Not my favorite. I don't know how long it has been since I've had a Labatt's, but it's been a long time. Quite a long time. Here, jam sauce. Nice. There's an 83 and an 84 and a 98. Holy buckets. What else we got? And another 83. All right, let's weigh these bad boys. Nope. Nope. That is definitely zinking. Ew, look at his head. Nope. Colt 45. Oh my lord. I can't say much because every once in a blue moon, I can't pass up a 40 OE. I really can't. Sometimes you just gotta go old school. Oh my god, no. Mad Dog. PBR, I will drink PBR any day of the week. And Miller High Life. It's the champagne of beers. Not if you're in Wisconsin, hi-ho. They'll know what you're talking about. For the most part. Oh, yeah. No, that's like, you're just ready. You're trying to kill yourself on that crap. That and Mad Dog. That's about as bad as Boone's Farm. So, my first experience drinking was Boone's Farm, and I had to be home at 9 a.m. to watch my brother so my mom could go to work, and I was falling in the snowbanks on my way home. And I got home, and my mom just took one look at me, and she said, go to bed. And she told my brother he was in charge. Bye, Craig. Thank you for stopping by. And she did not speak another word of it after that. Up to the point where I remember, yeah, it was fine. It was a bunch of girls. I think we were like 14 or something. So my brother would have been like 10. And so he was all, proud of himself because he was in charge of his big sister. It's too funny. And it's so funny now because he's so much bigger than I am, and I can't get away with crap. Because he can just pick me up and throw me around. It's so not cool. Oh, yeah. That's no good. No, it was just me and my brother. He's 4 years younger than me. So, I was the dumb kid, though. I was always getting myself in trouble and skipping school and getting drunk or getting high, smoking cigarettes. I was just the all-around bad kid. And my brother, because of it, there was so much attention put on me by my parents that my brother just got away with whatever he wanted to do. And he was smart and quiet, and I'm a loudmouth, and I would fight my parents every step of the way. It did not matter. So he was smart about it, and he learned to shut his mouth at a probably very young age. Just shut up and stay quiet. They don't bother you. You know, I didn't learn that. Nope, I had to be stupid. But I have 3 boys now. And it's like, if you can beat me at my own game, please feel free to try and do so. But I don't think they will. Because they are all pretty good kids. Are we boring you, John? Are you tired? I know. What time is it? It's 20 after 1. And I don't know what time zone you're in. Are you like turning into a pumpkin or something? Same one. I guess you lost me on that. I missed it. Oh, you're in the same time zone. Gotcha, gotcha. Isn't that crazy? Oldest of 4. Nice. Awesome, Mike. "20 after 5 p.m. Where on earth are you? Oh, no. Oh, CJ, stop. That's because you're on the West Coast. A nap sounds nice. Ew. The hell is that? I don't even want to know what year it is. Something with a 7. I don't need it. Gross. Doo-doo. Whale poop. Someday I will get through this box of pennies. I am just being super duper slow about it for some reason. I'm getting tired though. 73. No. 88. No. Another 83. Hulk boogies. Where is that, hi-ho? What country? You're in Hawaii? Who's in Hawaii? 8:20 in Hawaii? Seriously? Ah, gotcha. That's 20 after 1 here. So I will have to go to sleep soon because now I'm talking about it and you start making me yawn. And then if I yawn, then you're going to yawn. And then it's just this whole bad rolling ball of poop down the hill. Oh, very cool. That is a bucket list place for sure. So I got this 66 out of there. I swear to God, every 66 that I have found, the date looks like this. Except for maybe the 1. But the 6s always look like that. Like they're machine doubled or something. They are contagious. That's why I try to cover my face. Wide last digit. What do you mean, yep? Doubled? That's dirt. Get the PV pointer out. Dirt. Oh, that's how they are. Okay. That's what I needed to know. Because I know a lot of the stuff on the 66s, the obverses, that they're really fat, chunky looking. And That U is suspect though, a little bit. But I wasn't sure. I'm trying to learn my ways into Lincolns. I've been doing them for a while, but there's just so many. So many. Oops. Don't look at the scope if you get seasick. No, I'm going to say that's a smack. That's a smack. Thank you. I appreciate it because I am just learning myself, so. I don't even have a coin shop here, hi ho. But it does suck if they are. Well, that would be cool, Coin Dragon, for sure. I would love to see it. See what kind of stuff I'm looking for. Sometimes I swear it's like, what on earth kind of camera and stuff did they use to take the pictures on like Variety Vista? Because I don't ever see stuff like that. Like ever. There's another 66. Yeah, I know there's a lot of 64s as well as the 72s. There's just a crazy amount. So it's almost like at some point you just want to, okay, which ones do I really want to find, and the rest are. Ray Parkhurst. I am, yeah, John. I am. If I go west, or no, if I go east, I am just a hair over 3 hours from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. And if I had a boat, I could reach Thunder Bay or the other side of Isle Royale um, within probably right about the same time. So I am not far from Canada whatsoever. This is a 68D. Oh, nice, Coin Dragon. I have only ever actually been to Windsor. I've never actually been to. I've been to this. I've been to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, but I've never been across the bridge to Ontario. So it is something that me and the kids want to do. My boy Rainer is very much into ships and planes and boats, and my little one, of course, likes all that stuff. And he wants to go see the Soo Locks, which is where the big iron ore ships come through from Lake Superior to either go to Lake Michigan or Lake Ontario. So one of these days I'm going to have to take them that way, but the ships are going to stop running here soon, so it probably will have to wait. I was going to try and do it this year, and it didn't happen, so I'll try to do it for them next year. Whitefish Bay. Yeah, I went to Windsor when I was 18 so I could drink. 19 so I could drink. That was when I lived in Ypsilanti. I lived outside Detroit at the time. And then we got lost in Detroit, and we had there was a black lady working in a gas station. We ran in there to find the directions to this place my friend wanted to go to. And it turned out we were in a really not good part of town. We walked in and she looked at us and she goes, I don't know what the fuck you're doing here, but you need to get out. We were like, okay, see ya. A couple guys follow us out of the store. I don't like Detroit. Flint. I have a lot of family who lives up there that way. My sister's in Flint, I think. My dad's side of the family. They're from down there. So, I don't go down there very much. Not anymore. I go once in a blue moon to see them. I need to get down there to see my grandmother because she's getting pretty old. And, yeah, see my cousins. And I got a sister down there from my dad's side of the family. And so, need to go visit everybody, but would not live down there if somebody paid me. Alright, JC, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, dude. Night, bud. Oh, man, John. Yeah. It's a really long drive to get out of Florida, isn't it? Oh, pancreatitis, dude. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I know I should not be smoking, okay? I know. I fell off the wagon. I made it 8 months. Kind of kicking myself in the ass right now. I need to just pick a day and be done again. Oh, thankfully I don't have that many. Alright, I'm going to do 2 more rolls. See if we can't get anything good. No. This is not, I mean, it's an okay box. I found more. Of course, I've been looking a little bit more for variety stuff. But I've only gotten those 7 wheats. One box I got from this bank, I got 31 wheats out of. And another box I got from this bank, I got 31 wheats and an Indian head. Kind of hoping, but I don't, put stock into it. It would be definitely nice. We'll say that. I'm going to say that is no. That is a no. Oh, look, there's a wheat. This is a 70. 70D. I just want to check the 9. I've been trying to find a 70 small date, and I don't care if it's like the major one or just a normal one or whatever. But we got a wheatie. Oh, I know. I've cleaned houses and stuff, and I try to smoke outside as much as possible, but it is really cold. And it is late, and I'm not going to go sit out there by myself. $38. Sweet. That's the youngest one so far. Reverse again. Yes, sir. We have Zimato. See that S? I mean, I know it's been banged up a bit, but it's a little goofy. No. okay. I'll just go in my pile of wheats. Next, see if it'll fill up a spot. So hi ho, you were saying that your local coin shop was the dude was a rip-off artist. So why do you say that? Just wondering. You're welcome, Frank. I've found one, Mike. Just one. And I didn't believe it at first. My kids were sitting watching TV and I was at the kitchen table and I'm like, no, no, no. Like freaked out. They're like, what? What? Oh, no freaking way. Could not believe it. The guy that I have here at the pawn shop's kind of the same way. Like, he's a pretty decent guy, you know, but he runs a pawn shop. It is what it is. And I totally understand that. He is a bit of a numismatist, but not wholly. He's more in it for the precious metal stuff. But he knows a little bit about his stuff. And I've been in there a few times. And I think I might have told this before, so if you heard it, sorry. But I went in there and he had a 1932 Canadian nickel, which is silver, and I wanted to buy it along with some other coins. And they he doesn't know much about the Canadians and stuff. So what he will do is when you go in, or when I pick out what I want, most of the times he'll go and he'll look on eBay while I'm right there, and then give me a price based off of what he finds stuff being sold for on eBay. And I understand you're not always, you know, they're not always going to know everything about every coin. And he does a lot of stuff with musical instruments and things like that. So, you know, he doesn't always have time to go through all of it. But at the same time, it's almost like, seriously, dude, like, you should probably, if you're going to sell this stuff like this, you should probably take the time to go through and put a price on it. But he doesn't. And so I had this 1932 nickel that I really wanted. And I actually did not know about there's a near and far or something like that on the date. And I actually had my phone out and I was looking up the different coins and seeing if there was varieties and errors and things like that. And that one had the near and far. It didn't look like it was a near, or it looked, whichever one is worth more money, I don't remember, but it didn't look like it was that one. But it's one of those where it's really close to tell, and there's some other probably defining factors that will let you know for sure. And I didn't know at the time, and neither did he. And he started looking them up, and he's like, oh. So then he gets his loop out, and he's looking at it, and he's like, you know. And I mean, it's the difference between a $5, $7 coin, because it is silver, or a $700 coin. So I really need to check on this before I can sell it. And that to me was just like, you need to start doing your homework, dude. You're putting this crap out here to sell, and then you want to try and say, oh, well, I can't sell it to you yet because I'm not sure what it's worth. Then it shouldn't be out here for me to look through and for you to try and sell it to me. That's the way I thought about it. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but And then another part of me wanted to go, so you need somebody to go through your coins and price them all? I'm your girl. But I didn't. Well, and that's what I do try to do, CJ. He does have some stuff, and I don't think he looks too much for varieties and errors. He has, um, not the blue book, but like the, what is it, the gray book or gray list, like what the dealers would use. So he's got books, like the 3-ring binders that are full of silver Washington quarters and dimes and nickels and things like that. And he starts, and he's got books, the gray sheet, thank you. So he starts going through those, and that's a lot of times with the US coins, what he'll do is he'll look at the gray sheets, but right, they don't touch on the varieties at all. And so he just says, oh, a 32 Washington quarter, well, that's going to be worth, this much. And it's like, well, I need to go back in there one of these days when I got a fistful of money and do that and just cherry pick him, because he's the kind of person you could cherry pick. So, but the Canadian nickel pissed me off. I'll be honest. I was a little pissed off about that. Like, seriously? You could sell it to me? Ugh. Take your $7 and be happy. And be there in 10 hours, right? Well, he's not open tomorrow or Monday. He's open Tuesday through Saturday. I mean, he is a really nice guy though, so I'm not super like mad or upset, and I just haven't gone back because I haven't really had time and been sick and stuff, so I've just been hanging out. He's about a 35-40 minute drive from where I am, so I just try. Hey, Jim Bob Slim Pickens, how are you doing? I hope everything is well in your neck of the woods, sir. That is a plain 82. I'm going through my last couple rolls of pennies here. We're looking for errors and varieties. So it takes a little longer, but well worth it. 79, how about that? Another 69. Okay, so on the 55D, the 55D is the big 55, or is it a plain 55? I don't remember. So somebody school me on that. It's a plain 55. Okay. That's what I could not remember. So there is one that's like it, and that one's called the Poor Man's Double Die, right? If I remember properly. Well, I have one, and I'll have to look at it again. Oh, it's still there. Not much though. I'll have to look again because I was just kind of flying through them, and I don't know. It might just be machined, but it's a wheat, so I keep it anyway. But we'll see. That one's toast. 2015. And that's the other thing. I was trying to get Robert to answer me on whether you could have machine doubling and regular doubling on the same coin and or device. And I don't know if that's something that is possible or not. It is possible. I thought it would be, and I wasn't 100% sure about it. Whoops. But I don't know if he was just skipping over it or just didn't see it. They're two different. Oh, I got you. See, I guess I've learned enough now that I understand that, because before it was so confusing. One can wipe the other out if it's worn at all. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Now I get it. Because I've found coins before that I'm like, well, you know, this part of the T looks like it's doubled, but this part is obviously a machine die. Or a machine doubling. And I'm like, well, it must just be machine doubling. Throw it back, you know. I've probably thrown out more coins worth more money than not because I just didn't know. Which I'm sure most of us probably have when we started. So, I'm going to move this for a second. Let's see. These are coins from earlier. Got me some Canucks. Gotta love our Canucks. Oh, yeah. I just take all the ones that I want to look at again and throw them in a bin. I haven't figured when I'm recuperating from surgery, that's when I'll go through them. So there's another 66. That was the one that I was questioning because to me that just didn't look right and I wasn't sure. So no, that one's fine. That one's normal. That's just smacked all the hell. 82, 82, 09s. Since I have somebody here, we're going to go through these real quick. This is a 80. Alright, is it just me? That one looks normal. Normal. And that's perfectly okay, Hi Ho. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I started stacking, but it's really not, it's not my forte. I need to move that. I do have some silver rounds. I like some of the more artsy rounds. But at the same time, you know, not a lot of them have any, what do you want to call it, numismatic value. It can get really spendy, you know, and if you don't have that kind of clout hanging around, it's not something that the average Joe Schmo like me can just keep chucking money at. And you know, if hard times fall, then what, you know? And so I'm all for stacking and I'm all for people doing it, but for me it just wasn't what I anticipated, basically. It really wasn't. But there are some that do have some numismatic value, and there are some artistic ones that I really thoroughly, absolutely just drool over. There is a set, a Great Lakes set that the Royal Canadian Mint did. Um, and all of the Great Lakes in the coins are in the rounds are painted blue, however they do that. I don't know if it's cobalt or something they have in there, and oh man, them things are gorgeous and they're expensive. And of course, I can't just have one, and you can't find a Lake Superior very easily. And of course, that would be the one I'd want if I was to have just one. So it's like, you know, do I really want to push for this? I don't know if I do. So I haven't. One thing I could do, because I absolutely love, my absolute favorite, if I had to pick a favorite metal, would be copper. Just because our history, oh, that T, that's why I kept that one. I don't know if that's mush or not. Our history is very, very rich in copper up here. with the copper mines. And my great-grandfather actually came over from Croatia um, to Ellis Island. He's on the books. And that looks like it might just be crud. What do you mean horns? I don't think he has horns. He doesn't have much of an ear left, though. That's 63. But, yeah, he worked in the mines up in the Keweenaw in Houghton County. Worked in the copper mines. So, the T interest. Oh, let me look at that again. So you say that's dieware. Oh, and it's got the two little witchajiggers. I gotcha. Neat. I didn't know that. Well, it is something. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not against stacking by any stretch of the imagination. It was just personally for me, I have an easier time wrapping my head around coins because they're always going to gain value if they're worth anything. They're not going to lose value. You know, if it's a good coin, it's going to be worth something. Now, I probably have so much coinage in my thing that, you know, somebody like Ken would go through it and be like, no, 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 you know what I mean? Like, and to me, I'm like, well, I got to keep this. But I'm not to that level yet either. So part of me looks at it like, you know, it is a savings plan. I know which ones that are absolutely keepable. Oh yeah, like I'm gonna sit there and go through over 175. No, I'm not doing it. But I know which coins in my collection are absolutely necessary to keep, and I know which ones that, you know, if we ever hit hard times, they can go. But it does help me save money, which is always a good thing. I am trying to find one for you, Frank, that I found today. And I know it's in this little stack, so just bear with me a minute here. And we will look at it, because I thought it was pretty darn nifty. And it could be nothing. I'm not sure. $2017 Most of these will probably end up going back. They were just ones I wanted to look at again. 89. Right? Well, I have this really bad thing with if it's in the bank, it needs to be spent. And it's not like I know better, but I'll be the first one to admit I'm not always the best with money. I'm better now than I was when I was younger, by far, but I really do try to be good and responsible, and for the most part I am. 72, 70, these are all my estimate marks. 71, 72, 69, 69. Well, like I said, I have some silver. I have copper rounds. As a female, I got jewelry, you know. I don't have like super duper high end stuff, but I do have some jewelry. And that stuff all, you know, stays where it's supposed to. Oh, there's another 2009. Two. Please be in here. It's going to be like the last one I look at, isn't it? There's another S. Oh. Oh, look at that. This one. If you can see this. This one is, oh yeah. This is a killer Woody. It is straight through. It is so clean and crisp. False woody? What do you mean it's a false woody? For real? Well, that makes sense, but it's still pretty. Burst my bubble. So rude. Oh, I gotcha. Alright, here's this 55D I found. Fair enough. Understood. I learned something new. I've learned a lot of new stuff today. Well, look at the E. I figure the lower E, I don't know, the upper E would look like machining, because that's pretty shelfy. Yeah, that too. Waiting. It's all good. Hey, I'm trying to learn, so I just appreciate your help because I'm looking at these like, oh, what is it? What's going on? And I don't know jack crap about the backside of wheat pennies. So, I will just be honest right there. I don't see nothing really. Oh, looks like a lot of machiny. Okie dokie. In the wheat pile. Now, this is going to tick me off because I can't find the one that I wanted to show you, and it is a super BA, I think. Which I'll probably find out it ain't worth nothing. I don't think that one was it. Nope. No, it was a plain 68. $72, $72, $94. Oh, if I threw it back in the box or something, I'm gonna be so pissed. Nope. This is what happens when you have too much crap on your table. Oh, there it is. I knew I put it aside. So this is a plain 68. Ear one. Okay. That's not damage. I don't believe. Because there is nothing. There's no marks from in between here to make that happen. Or do you think it took a smack? Oh, you know what? You might be right because of... Whoops. Shoot. Right there, you can see It's like, yep. Damn it. Oh, it still looks cool. I think it's one I'm still going to keep. It is pretty tore up, though. This thing has seen better days. By far. But I saw that and I was like, what in the hell? Nice, I hope. You had a blonde moment. Lincoln's forehead. Yeah, he's got there's a big, the Demon 6. There you go. Polishing right here through his forehead. Oh, maybe that's what it is. I just chalked it up to polishing, but I don't know. He looked a little off to me, so I had to. See, that part I don't know about, CJ. I have to learn more about that. I'm still trying to figure out the master die makes the die, which makes the master hub, and then the hub or something. And yeah, this was the part that I noticed right away, and so I didn't know what was going on with that. This part, I don't know. Yeah, it could be. You don't see it anywhere else, though. It's a different one, but I think I'll keep it just because it's a cool looking 6. Have a good day, John. Thank you for joining us. Right. Yeah, it goes right across the forehead. I'm trying to see if there was any other ones. Look at this one. Plain 64. I don't remember why I set this one aside. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, now I understand. I'm sorry. Understand now. I got a filled R. I got a die chip in the R. Yeah, I need to order some more flips here pretty soon. I got like a stack of this much. So we got a filled R on that one. Looks like the eye is just worn out. All right, Frank, thank you. I'm probably done here myself in just a minute. But it has been fun, and I'm happy you guys joined me, and thank you. So, I'm sure I will see you guys around tomorrow. And on that, I'm going to bed myself. So, thank you, gentlemen. And anybody else who's lurking and hanging out, I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Bye, Fire Cajun. Good night, guys.